guys, it's JJ, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. But before we get into the video, just a quick shout out to BPR Fun, and make sure to check out his channel and like and subscribe. And yeah, so without any more interruptions, let's get into it. First things first, once you've scrambled it up, you need to know your method. So in this video, I'm going to be using CFOP method. So the C means cross, so you solve the cross first. And then the F means F to L, and the F to L is putting these edge bits in. And then O, which means OL, which is OLL, and OLL means orientation of last layer, which is the top. And the P at the end means PLL, permutation of last layer. So, next thing is that you need to learn the movements, well, what they mean. So if you hear an R, that means do a right turn. But if you hear a U, it means do an upturn. If you hear an L, do a left turn. If you hear a D, you do a D turn. If you hear a B, you do a B turn. And if you do an M, you do an M turn, which is the middle. If you hear an F, you do an F turn, which is a front turn. And if you hear a prime, you just do opposite. So if I say R, that's R, right? But if I say R prime, it's that way, okay? So if I say U, that U's that way, but if I say U prime, it's that way. You get it. And yes, that's the first bit. And now, solving the cross is what you want to do. There's no exact way to do this. The first bit's kind of, you need to know, but I'll try and make it as easy as I can. So you find the white piece, right? And you hold that at the bottom. And all these middle pieces, they say what that side is going to be. So this is white, so all the white pieces go down here. I think you would already know that, but yes. So if you find a white piece, and it's in the middle, kind of, like that, you match it up. So it's just about that, or you can do it other ways. So you really just want to make it kind of look a bit like this, where that's orange, and the white's here, and it's kind of above where it wants to go, because it wants to go here, and that's orange. That'll make an orange line here, so that's what you want to do for the first step. And then see, it's in, and then you'll basically do that for the others. See, here's one with green, there's the green, I put it in for the green, match it up above where I want it to go, it wants to go there, boom, it's in. Then I do, see, I've already got these ones, but sometimes these will go in. Don't worry about them, you can just take them out if you want. And look, here's another white, it's got blue this time, and match it up with the blue. And look, without doing all that extra movements, you can just do it like this, and it just puts it straight in. See, now we've got them all lined up, except this one. So you would probably know the movements by now. If you can't seem to find it, just look around, and eventually you will find it somewhere in the cube. Then now we've got all those middle bits lined up. But if you didn't do it correctly, it might not look like that. It might look like this is like over here and that's over here. But try and just put them in so they line up. Then next things next is inserting the corners. See, as I said, these sometimes go on, just forget about that. And yes, so the corners aren't that hard. It only will take a maximum of around 7 moves. So first things first, you just want to find a white piece in the corner, right? Look above it. If it's got a yellow, well, it shouldn't. Well, it can't really. You just need to have a color. You're right? And then you match it up. See? That's blue, blue. And then what you do is if you've lined it up, you do U, R, U prime, R prime. See? Now it's in here and it's matched up. And then you might see another one. Got that one. I lined it up here. So it's red, red. Then you do U, R, U prime, R prime. And then, oh, here's another one. You just match them up. This is very simple, this part. It's green, green. Then U, R, U prime, R prime. Then this one, it's an orange. match it up with the oranges. U, R, U prime, R prime. It might be different because it might be over here, but I can explain that in a different video. So, next things next is F to L, right? And then the F to L is putting these little bits in, right? So, first bits first, you want to find a piece just like this and match it up so it makes a big T, you want to say. And then what you do is you look above it. If it's got a yellow, you can't use it. That's bad. You can only have all these other colors. So this is a blue. It's got red on the bottom. So you look which side red is at. Red is at this side. So you put it away from that side. Or you can follow these movements. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, and then F. And see, it's in here. And then I'll do that with all my other ones. But see, this time it's on this side. So you've got orange is here, and it's made a big T. And then you put away from that side. Or if you're holding it like this, you do a D. But usually you would want to hold it a bit like this. So U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. Next, just do it all these things. So I've only got 2 inserted. So here's another one. If you find one like this and you're a bit frustrated and all these ones have yellow on like this, you can just do these movements, hold it so white's here, and then see, this is one that you'll need. So you do U prime, R, U, R, F, R prime, F prime. Now it's out. So here I found my one and made a big T. Remember, don't worry about these pieces at the moment. And then look, big T, it's got red. So usually you would hold it like this. Red's here, so away from the red. Or U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. And see, it's in there. Now I just need to do one more. This is the last of the F to L's. And see, it's already made a big T for me, which is good, and it's orange, and orange is here. So U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. See, it's in. And if you've done it correctly, they should all look like that. Okay, the next is OLL, which is orientation of last layer, which I've told you, which is this yellow. So no matter what it looks like, unless the yellow is solved, that's unlikely, but it can happen. You just want to do it like this. So I've got a yellow dot, but it can be in different stages. If it's got kind of a V, see yellow here, and yellow here, so it makes that shape, you hold it. So that V is in the left corner, right? If you've got a straight line, you can just hold it anyway. And yes, but I've got a dot, so no matter what it looks like, you still do these moves, unless, as I said, it's solved. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. See, now I've got the yellow V, you see? And then don't worry about these other white yellow pieces, they don't matter. So remember, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now I've got the line. Don't worry about these, as I said. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And look, it looks like this. It can look like different stages. It may look like this is yellow, and then there's a yellow here, but these have got no yellow. And there is several more. It may look like this flag kind of shape. If it looks like the flag, I can show you an example later. But for example, I'll just show you what, if it looks like this, what to do. So hold it anyway, it doesn't matter. And then you do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, which just means do it twice. And then R prime. And then see, now I've got this flag kind of shape. And if you've got this, and you've got the one corner, hold that facing towards you, right? Then you do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2. Remember, do it twice. And R prime. And see, I've got this flag again. So hold it like this. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, U, R prime. And then look, I'm at this stage. So at this stage, you should be doing PLL, permutation of last layer, which just means sorting this bit out. So there can be many different ways it looks like. It might be scrambled, it might look something completely different. But if it looks a bit like this, and all they just need to do is go all the way around, well, these need to go like this, but I can tell you in another video the algorithms for that. Just do these, F2, U prime, L, R prime, F2, L prime, R, U prime, F prime 2 or F2, doesn't matter. And look, I've got to this stage. So this is the clockwise movement. You see how this needs to go there and that needs to go there? And if you get your finger, you can kind of figure out what it needs. If you've got a clockwise movement to do, if it needs to go this way, do these movements. F2, U, L, R prime, F2, L prime, R, U, F2 or F prime 2, doesn't matter, and it should be solved. But in other cases, as I said earlier in the video, if this did not look like that, there's other movements you can do, but I can explain that later in other videos. So yeah, that's all for today, so make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!